Boom! What's happening, guys? Coming at you with the most effective body weight leg workout. It's functional fitness stuff you can do at home. When I say functional fitness, what I mean is the goal here is performance. So with this warm-up that I'm going to present, with the movement, with the workout, the goal here is to perform better. Maybe that's in sport. So we're getting out there and we're jumping higher in our ultimate frisbee game. There's probably some ultimate players out there. Or maybe we are coming back to the gym and trying to progress and get better at Olympic lifting, or go faster in a workout, okay? This isn't just to put on size. This is more athletic, explosive movements, all right? So first one, before we get into the movements, we're going to talk about warming up, all right? That's step one. So you want to warm, prime, and prep the legs, okay? First one, very easy, dynamic lunge. You're going to plant one leg and you're just going to reach back and then forward. Trying to come up a little bit as you step through. So I'm coming through with a little bit of speed, and then I swing my way through on the side, all right? Speed on the way through, back, and then forth. Priming and prepping the legs. 10, 15 on each side, okay? Get the legs moving a little bit. You want to move them around so you're opening up the hips, okay? So you can do this on the ground or standing up. On standing up, it would look like this. Your leg is up and over to the side. On the ground, you'd go on all fours, kicking that leg back and then rotating out, back, rotating out. You can sit up nice and tall, fold one leg over the other, press into that front hip, try to stay seated tall, and then rotate through towards the other side. Hold this position, rotate through the other side. You want to get some hip movement, okay, back and forth. Next, we're going to prime those glutes and hamstrings. So you're going to press down into the mat and then drive those hips up, reset back down, press up. You can go single leg, you can go both legs, all right? 20 reps there. When you're finished with that, we're gonna do a quad lean, all right? This is a good one. You're gonna sit up nice and tall on your knees. You're gonna squeeze your glutes, and then as you lean back, you're not gonna break at your hip. So I'm gonna lean back, all the pressure on my quads right here, and then back to forward. This gets really hard, depending on how far back you're gonna go. It's about as far back as I can go right there to drive back up. If I go back further, I'll have to break. Very easy to sit all the way back down and sit back up there. I want to try to hold this position really solid, feel it in the quads, and then drive back up, okay? 15, 20 reps there. Quads are going to be burning and on fire, all right? From there, we're going to do something a little bit different as far as leg day goes, but a reverse burpee. What this is going to do is going to stretch out the ankles, enable you to hold the bottom of that squat, okay? So we're going to pause a little there. Reverse burpee looks like this. You're going to drop down, kick back up, and then hold this position, okay? At the bottom of my squat, my ankles are really flexed, my chest is up tall, and then I'm going to stand out of that squat. Reverse burpee with a little pause. So again, my hands are up, I sit back, round at my back, reach up, press into the mat, hold, and then stand. If you need to, use your hands in this position to push yourself up into the seated position, and then stand tall. All right, 15, 20 reps there. Maybe the warm-up is a great workout for you. If that's the case, then start there. If it takes you a while to get through that, you're out of breath, 15 reps of each of those movements smoked you, start there, please, all right? All right, now we're going to talk about the movements themselves. So we're going to start with a rear foot elevated jumping lunge. So I'm going to take one foot, rest it on a box, a chair, a couch, all right? Toe up is great, but it's going to slip off this box. I like to just keep my foot flat. I'm really trying to drive and engage with this foot on the ground, okay? I'm going to create a little bit of space so I have enough room to drop into that lunge. I'm going to try to stay fairly upright. If I do lean as I go down, I'm trying to stay connected and tall here. So not just bending and folding, okay? So I'm gonna stay as upright as possible. I'm gonna reach down, get that knee as close as I can, and then drive and explode. Drive and explode, drive and explode, okay? You wanna get some air under your feet. You're gonna feel a burn on this in no time. Focus on driving off that front foot. I like to throw my arms through there so I kind of make sure I'm hitting that full hip extension. We're gonna go into a Cossack squat, all right? So got to get mobile for this one, especially in your ankles. Make sure your hips are opened up. Hit some of those warm-up exercises that we went over. Chest stays tall, and then I'm going to reach. I'm going to stay pointed on both feet going forward. Reach back into the heel. Get as deep as I could possibly go, and then press and drive back up, keeping that chest up nice and tall. Okay? Again, I'm going to reach, Stay flat on this foot and then press up nice and tall. Your goal here is to get to a point where you can hit these with a little bit of speed coming out of the hole after you hit a dead stop. So you're here and then trying to drive up. Come to a nice controlled position at the top, but approach this with speed so it becomes more of a dynamic movement. So controlled on the way down, pause, and then up with speed. Control, up with speed. Whatever that speed is for you, make sure you're avoiding this. Leaning forward, okay? Collapsing at that low back or coming up onto your toe on the foot that you're squatting with. You want to avoid that. You want to press into that mat and then drive up. Cossack squat. Next one is an awesome at-home workout leg day movement, all right? You're going to destroy those hamstrings, the back of your legs, okay? Find a surface that is slippery, right? So, hamstring curl, I'm gonna extend my legs out, and then I'm gonna pull my heels up and in. Trying to press my hips through. Extend the legs out, pull up and in. Extend, pull. One more, as I pull up, my hips rise, and I press through on that heel. Okay? Better, more slippery surface, more ideal so the socks don't peel off. You can do this with one foot, okay? It looks like kind of like a glute bridge. So my glute bridge would start here, and then I would slide my foot out, and then slide my foot back up. Extremely hard, all right? I have a little bit of friction going on in this mat. So if you have less friction and it's really slidey, approach that one leg glute bridge position. If not, hold here, 2 feet, press the heels down, and then press your hips up as you pull those knees in, okay? Super difficult movement. You'll feel those hamstrings light up in no time. Really good to hit the back of the legs at home if you're not doing any big heavy back squats, good mornings, or deadlifts, okay? All right? Personally, I like the 2 legs to kind of accumulate the reps and the speed, all right? But if that's too easy, then feel free to go with 1. Last movement, the classic pistol, all right? I want to go through a few progressions and variations. You need great ankle mobility and some single leg strength. Here are some progressions. First one, to a box, okay? So I'm sitting down on the box, controlled. Okay, as I sit down, I try to maintain that tension here through my core and then drive back up, okay? I'm sitting back into that box. A mistake would be coming down in this position, so I'm leaning forward, rounded at my back, my knees kind of pressing over my toe, pressure is on the front of my foot here, and then I'm standing up, okay? I see it on this foot, so I'm leaning, pressure on the front, and then driving forward. That'd be incorrect. I want you to reach back as that opposite leg kicks out, control, and then press back up. That's your first progression, number 1, okay? If that is very easy, then what you're gonna try to do is either loop one foot on front or behind, okay? So you're not gonna get as deep. So one foot out in front looks like this. I still am able to have some pressure on there, but I'm able to get the mobility down into the bottom and then press out, okay? So I have a little bit more leg strength to use, all right? But I'm trying to work that balance and that ankle mobility. Second one, you can hook that leg foot behind, reach back, and then press up. Again, still getting that leg involved because I can kind of pull and create tension off the back of my foot, but I'm still working that balance and that depth to the bottom, all right? If you feel like you are ready, full pistol, control yourself on the way down, do the best job you can to balance, stick one leg out in front, and then drive back up, okay? Really great movement for overall strength building. You will get massively strong in the legs if you can bust out a fair number of these. You can go on one leg, you can bounce back and forth. It is not cheating if you hold your foot for a little bit of balance as you drop down and then press back up. That's totally fine to work on that with the pistol. One more progression I forgot to slide in there is elevating the back of your foot. So this is just a little bit on the mat. You can use a book, anything you want at home. But if I elevate the back of my heel, it opens up that ankle mobility and makes things a lot easier for me to drive up, drive down, and find the balance. So even that little bit of soft on the mat is great. If you elevate it up on a textbook or something, you would feel a big difference in that pistol squat. A couple other different ways to vary that. We can go over that in another video, another workout. Team, now we are ready to get to work. Those were 4 movements to build strength in functional positions. Now, if you want to work out to HIIT, we're going to do a single leg split squat with a jump. We're not going to elevate our rear foot. I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to do a full squat into a quarter squat jump and then glute bridges. You're going to hit 20 of each of these. 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. I'll put that in the workout notes below. All right? The movements look like this. That jumping split squat, okay, without your rear foot elevated. You're going to do a quarter squat jump. So it's going to be full squat, quarter squat jump, full squat, quarter squat jump. And then we're going to do a glute bridge, drop down, and then check our position a little bit, control our heart rate. Back up to the jumping split squat, quarter squat jump, and then back to that glute bridge. I'll write this in the comments below, but you should be hitting 20 reps of each one of those across. 20 total on the lunge, 20 total on the squats, 20 total on the glute bridge. Guys, enjoy these movements, enjoy these workouts. Hit it hard at home. No excuses. Appreciate you guys for watching.